Hey guys, it's Allison, and guess what? It is day 30, so yay! It's actually after day 30 because it's almost 2 o'clock a.m. of day 31. So I've been working all day, and I am here in San Francisco. I just got to my hotel, and I am feeling good because I went through the 30 days without any problems, even working on the road. So if I can do it working on the road, and sometimes I don't plan as well as I could. If I can do it, you can do it. If I can do it, anybody can do it. So I did the 30 days and I'm feeling good. I have lost some inches. I can see that. The last I checked, I was only down 7 pounds. I tried to check this morning, but the scale wasn't coming on. It's a digital scale at the place that I live in Baltimore. So I did try to, I had every intention of weighing myself, but I got on it those zeros just weren't coming on. So I wasn't able to do it, but that's okay. When I get home, I should be home. Let me see, in about 3 days, 3 or 4 days, I can weigh myself at home. So now what is for phase 2 is Daniel Fast weight loss edition. So what are the rules? These are the rules if you want to do it with me. This is for specifically for weight loss. So it's the regular Daniel fast, which is no meat products, including dairy and eggs, no processed foods, basically just vegetables. Now on the regular Daniel fast, you can have fruit, but on the weight loss edition, there's no fruit and no whole grains, but you can't have nuts and seeds. Quinoa falls under that. So if you have a dish that you want to make with rice, but we can't have rice, just use quinoa, and that ought to do it, or some other seed that I mean, I don't know what else. I'm sure there's something else out there, but just make sure it's a seed or nut and not a grain that you're gonna do. So no processed foods. You can have beans though, and you can have legumes. And the reason why I'm saying that is because when I did it back in 2017, I had beans and I had legumes, and it worked. So hummus falls up under that because hummus basically is some type of vegetable oil. I think like tahini and garbanzo beans and different spices. If you buy hummus, just look at the ingredients and make sure there's no dairy in it, because I have seen dairy in hummus. You know, the fancy hummus. And also make sure there's no added sugars, because we're not doing sugar. Okay, now this is the weight loss edition. So you can have any 0-calorie beverage. Bam. Any 0-calorie beverage. Now, diet sodas is not a good option, but it's not, you can have it on the way we're doing it this way, because this is for weight loss. So, I believe diets, those, the aspartame is bad for you, but I'm just saying, I'm not putting that stipulation on you. Make sure whatever you're drinking is 0 calories. Okay, so what else? Beans, legumes, nuts, seeds, vegetables. And for vegetables, that even includes things like an avocado. Even though avocado is technically a fruit, everyone knows that. It has the good fat that we need. So we can have avocado, and we can have carrots and tomatoes, even though that, those might have a little bit more sugar in it. So we're not going for, the goal of this is not to go into ketosis. When I did it this exact same way in 2017, and the most I ever achieved was very mild ketosis. I never got to that deep color where you're in full-on ketosis. I never got to that, but guess what? The weight still fell off. So clearly something was going right. And if I'm able to lose the weight, hopefully it'll help you as well, because I take medication that makes me gain weight. So that, it's just is what it is. It's medication that I have to take, but it makes me gain weight. So if I can lose weight while taking medication that causes me to gain weight, then hopefully doing this will help you as well. Now, let's just understand, you have to be in the mindset of making lifestyle choices. So for instance, if I lose the weight that I need to lose, eating healthy and doing all these things I'm doing, and then I go back to eating meat and potatoes and whatever, ribs, fried foods, you know, the weight's just gonna come back on. We know that. So I'm doing this to jumpstart me making a whole lifestyle change. So when I am done with this next 21 days, I intend on just adding fish back. And actually, if I get down to my goal weight, I'll add fruit back too. I'm not going to add the fruit back or the whole grains back until I reach my goal weight. But we're going to start with 21 days and see what happens. And but I will say, yesterday I sure did put a hurting on some fruit, some watermelon, and I did again today too because I had some left over. So today I had some more watermelon and some bananas, and I had some blueberries. The only thing I didn't have are the strawberries, and I hope they don't go bad. I gotta tell one of my roommates to eat the strawberries because otherwise it's it's gonna go bad because I can't eat it now. It's past the time. So anywho, I'll give you a rundown of everything I ate today. So for my break my fast meal, I had some oatmeal, and I spiced it up the way I like to spice it with the pumpkin spice seasoning, the cinnamon, the nutmeg, the vanilla, and I had some almond flavor. I sweetened it with the Truvia brand of stevia, which is actually stevia and erythritol. So I highly recommend the Truvia. It has a really good flavor. And then I put not strawberries. I put some blueberries and bananas in it. And then for lunch, I made another kale and quinoa salad. So it was kale, quinoa, and in fact, I have it in my bag because I can eat it. So I just made up the rest of everything and I put it in my food bag. So I'm going to be eating on it all for this whole trip. And it's in the refrigerator now. I'm here in the hotel. But it's kale, and then the quinoa bag that I bought, this particular one was a Mediterranean one. So the quinoa had garbanzo beans in it. It also had kale in it. And then it had different Mediterranean like flavors in it. And it's so good. So I just mixed it with the kale, and then I added some grape tomatoes and some cucumber that I chopped up. But the salad dressing, again, I made with the sesame oil. When I get home to Florida, I'm going to buy some sesame oil because, oh my God, just the sesame oil alone makes it taste so good. It gives it like a flavor that you would expect to have at like a Chinese or a Japanese restaurant. It is so good. So it is, it's not sunflower oil, I'm sorry, it's sesame oil. So it's sesame oil. I put some apple cider vinegar in there to sort of give it a little bit of that, you know what I'm talking about, that flavor, that acid flavor that I needed. And then I put some spices in there and, and the Cavender's Greek seasoning. I put some of that in there as well. Shook it all up. This is a meal that fills me up. So I had it for lunch and I had it for dinner because I had it again on the plane. And I'm going to have it again tomorrow because it's winter. Let me see. On the plane, I snacked on some sunflower seeds. I like to snack on that. So, and then I had another banana. So, let me see. That was it. And I finished off the fruit. I forgot I had some leftover watermelon as well. So this morning I had leftover watermelon along with the oatmeal and things like that. So I believe that's it. Let me just jog my memory because you know how my memory can be sometime. But that has to be it because that's all I bought. And some mixed nuts. That's right. I had some mixed nuts earlier today before I got to work. So that is all that I had. And that concludes my Daniel fast. Now, this is something that I'm going back and forth with because I just ended my 30-day Daniel fast. And tomorrow I'm supposed to start the Daniel fast weight loss of difference, but I'm wondering if I should take that one break and just, have just one day in between and maybe get me some fish, specifically sushi, because that's really what I want. And I don't want fish. I won't fish, but I want raw fish. So I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'll tell you what I do tomorrow. And this is because it depends on where I feel like going. Because I'm here in San Francisco and it is almost 11 o'clock San Francisco time. And I have to be downstairs to catch the shuttle to get to the airport at 2 o'clock p.m. Okay, so that means I have to wake up at like 11 o'clock San Francisco time to try to figure out what's open, first of all, because we are in the COVID. And then what do I feel like, is there anything convenient for me to get to? So, but here's the thing, is if I don't find anything, if nothing happens, I'm just going straight into it. I'm not going to give myself that day break. So tomorrow, I'll be right back. Tomorrow I'll be back to let you know what I did. And we'll go from there. So, all right, you guys. So that's been 30 days. For anyone who's followed me the whole 30 days, I hope that I've encouraged you to do your own fast just to sort of reset your mind, reset your body, to try to get back on the road, to try to get on the road of health if you're not already on it, or if you need to lose some weight, to lose some weight as well. So we're in this together, y'all. We're doing what we can do. I'm trying to make healthy choices. So I congratulate you for that. I congratulate you for even thinking about it. Because sometimes it takes a little, your mind has to adjust to the idea. And I understand that because I gave myself that adjustment time probably for about a month before, doing this. So, all right, you guys. Thank you so much for following me in this journey. We're about to start the next part of the journey. And if you want to follow me for that as well, I would certainly appreciate it. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you did not like the video, give me a thumbs down. I respect all comments. So if you would like to leave a comment, I would appreciate it. If you would like to share, I would really appreciate that as well. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye, you guys. It's been fun. Bye.